Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the Chronicles of Nidum, played by Dice of the Beholder and presented by the wonderful and very accommodating Heavyweight Gaming. It's insane that we're at episode 40. To give AD less of a headache, what we're going to do now is just ask him to get everyone on screen straight away so he can go off and do his thing. There we go. Everyone's here. Hello. Yes, so episode 40, which is mental. It's going to be our anniversary soon, I think, in October. I think is when we started this campaign. So I'll have to think of something fun, some massive monster to throw at you, murder you all, total party kill on the anniversary of our starting.
Maybe not the figure you were painting last night.
He's for something else. It's a different campaign that none of you guys know about. But yes, episode 40. Before we go ahead, little announcement for Heavyweight Gaming. They are obviously most of you have noticed this week they've taken a week off. AD's had a really good rest. He's enjoyed himself. His wife has very much enjoyed having him back. But he is now off rest and has decided that this week everything's going to get back to normal. So Heavyweight Gaming will be streaming most evenings this week, as you've usually come to expect. So please, obviously, show them some love almost every evening this week and come along and check out the wonderful creators and players that will be here to try and entertain you. If you fancy something completely different, we will have a lot of streaming on our own channel, which is Dice of the Beholder. As a lot of you already know, we have, I believe, Charlie continuing Sims 4 Journey to Batu.
Yes.
A wonderful new...
Why did you say that so weird?
Because I'm so jealous. It's a wonderful new Sims 4 DLC that I'm really looking forward to buying at the end of the month.
We're halfway through Scoundrel and halfway through Resistance, and we're almost halfway through the First Order route as well.
Cool. And eventually you will bed either Kylo or Rey. One of them.
Or Hondo.
Oh yeah, probably Hondo first, actually.
No, we were definitely starting the much-needed lesbian romance with Rey.
Okay. After that, or possibly before that, depending on what night you're going to do, Charlie's going to do Thursday, you said? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday or Thursday, yeah.
It'll
be on Twitter.
Yeah. We're also going to have the amazing and wonderful Amelia, again, giving herself anxiety by playing the fantastic Control. Please head over to our YouTube channel to check out the first 11 episodes of Amelia playing Control, because I finally got around to uploading them all.
It's actually the downloadable content foundation.
Yes, so she's completed Control. She's now on the first of Control's DLC's Foundation, and it is an awesome game, and it's a lot of fun to watch. She does freak out quite a bit every time she dies. And also, because we had so much fun doing it off stream last night, we're all going to join in and get Among Us on stream this week, if we can arrange a night to do it, because it was a lot of fun trying to lie horrendously to each other.
I'm not good.
So
everyone's very sus.
Yes, but it was a very good laugh. I'll be back most evenings this week as well, trying to complete at least one of the Baldur's Gate games before the 30th of this month.
Yeah, right.
Which will be the best day ever when Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, but more about that closer to the date. So, episode 40 of the Chronicles of Nidum. Last time on the Chronicles of Nidum, having rested for a little while in the garden, in the cave you discovered, of course, the stone statue, headless, of a race that you'd not seen before, and a skull, and a silver sword, which did more harm than good. Having put that in your bag of holding, and taken some time to regain some much needed hit points, you made your way further into the ever-growing forest. Ever-growing, as in it just kept getting larger. Gargantuan trees and roots encircling you or encompassing your every move. It took a while But eventually you got through the garden, avoiding sleeping giant lizards that you'd never seen before. But you eventually came to what appeared to be a cultivated section of the garden, perhaps fields where the food eaten by the human refugees living in the city of Felda were getting their sustenance from. Investigating these fields, you discovered that they were infused with necrotic energy. And going to the farmhouse, you discovered perhaps something to do with the source of that energy. There was a partially petrified gith, an extraplanar race that you had only, heard very little of. But after promising to come back and try and free it from its petrification, the gith finally gave up its psionic battle against the effects and was fully turned to stone. It was after leaving and trying to investigate the source of the necrotic energy in the fields that you were set upon by strange zombies, the likes of which you'd not yet encountered, ones that burst and poisoned you in a cloud of noxious gases. After defeating them quite quickly, taking one completely out of the fight by hypnotizing it, you got in the boat on the edge of the lake and started rowing across to the island from which you could see the world tree growing. You were on the boat. What would you like to do?
I'd like to thank you for that very generous description of what happened with the Gith. Like, you said, it gave up, as opposed to we talked to it until it hated its life so much that it willingly turned to stone.
Tomato, tomato.
I'm just sat in the boat waiting to get to the other side.
We've also just spotted the giant snake, haven't we, underneath the boat, and the bones were in the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
The water, impossibly deep and also impossibly clear, allowed to see you straight down to the bottom. And even now, 20 minutes later, you were still passing over the tail of Jormungandr, the world serpent.
Hey, Bri, could Ace make some sort of religion check to see if they can work out what... Sorry, Waffle's fallen out of bed.
To see if they can work out what's at the bottom of the lake.
Anything about Jormungandr or anything like that? I don't know.
Yeah, roll a religion check for me.
Sure. Yeah, I will do, man. I don't think they know.
What was the score?
6.
6.
We must know who he is. Do we get advantage on this? Just
Ace.
Why would they get advantage?
Ace knows what Jormungandr is. There is only, well, at least in Ace's eyes, this is the skeletal corpse of Jormungandr, the world serpent. I believe you did a religion check last time for Ace. And Ace discovered that, or remembered that Jormungandr was supposed to die in a battle against Thor at Ragnarok. However, as far as Ace knows, Thor is still alive, and Jormungandr appears deceased below these waters. Ace is very confused by this. You're not going to get any more than that with a 6.
No, that's fair. Waffle's also very confused by it all, obviously. That's why he's trying to eat his own foot.
Okay, how far away are we from the tree?
The tree. Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. I don't have my character open, which raises serious questions about what I thought we were doing. Okay, that's, wow, 8. What tree?
Okay. As you look,
some trees are very small, and some trees are far away.
As you look then and get and try and take in the magnitude of the tree in front of you, it is like you were looking at a singular mountain. It grows in your vision, but your best point of reference at this moment is the far bank, which you can just see. And it does not appear to getting that much closer. You've been rowing maybe for about half an hour, 45 minutes, taking it in turns. You can all have a short rest, by the way.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
I nearly killed Ace last week, so.
Rich, as part of that, I'm going to switch back to Infiltrator.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you wanted to do a song of rest, then Ace would really appreciate it.
Can I do that?
Yeah, it's a bard thing.
All right, 1d6 HP. Oh, it doesn't seem to cost me anything, so go for it.
Bri, unfortunately, I can't actually get to Ace's like short resting.
I've got
so
aces here.
Yeah,
is
so
it me rolling the 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
A 5.
Nice. So everyone adds a 5 to anything they regain.
I can't get spell slots back on a short rest, can I?
No.
Hey,
Monday.
Bri, I'm notifying you that I'm doing that. I'm doing that shit thing you don't like with my spell slots before the short rest.
Okay.
Gosh, I have a lot of.
What was
a
the
lot of sorting
additional
this now.
that everyone got back from the Song of Rest?
5.
Okay.
I'm never going to sleep again because I've got so many sorcery points right now.
I don't need to do anything with the short rest except change my armor, so.
I also don't because I'm full health.
Yeah, I'm full health and I can't get spell slots back, so I'll just smoke.
Okay. Ace has a total of 46 hit points now.
That's better. It's a lot
Okay.
better than 17.
So, as you progress, as you can see, the far bank does not appear to be getting any closer. Even after an hour now of rowing, it's just the tree seems to be getting larger, but that just could be you are taking in more and more of this vision of this mountainous tree rising into the sky above you. However, everyone else roll a perception check for me.
Can I roll again? No, I can't. I've already rolled. Never mind. Wait, is it 45 minutes later? Can I roll again?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wow. It's much, much better. And this time it's 9, not 8.
I rolled 9.
Yes.
I've also realised one of my d20s has gone missing.
Oh, no.
Ace has rolled a decent one. So 18 for Ace.
Okay.
12 for Worm, and the less said about sepsis, the better.
Ace, then, as they stare at the tree, it almost seems to ripple with movement. And taking more time to focus on that ripple, they realize that it's not the tree that is moving, it is something coiled around it. Something impossible in scope and size. Slithers and writhes and encircles the trunk of the tree. From this distance, the scales, Ace estimates, are about the size of a horse, each individual scale.
Maybe we don't want to go over. Do we need to go to this tree? Or
It is, Ace points it out, and they do note that what they can see coiled around the tree is maybe about 200 feet up. It's towards the base, but it's 200 feet above ground level.
Wait. What's wrapped around the tree? What? Oh, look.
And now that you're all looking, you can make it out.
why are we going to the tree again?
Because the contagion in the water is spreading from the tree itself across the water.
From the island that the tree is on.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the giant island with the even bigger tree that has a huge serpent wrapping around it.
I feel like we're failing to discuss the fact that we've been rowing for an hour and not getting any closer to the thing that we're rowing
Yeah,
to.
that too.
Have we got further away from the shore?
You turn around and look behind, and from what you can see, the far bank that you've just left, as this is the first time you've actually looked, you appear to be in, we reckon, probably about the center of the lake.
Oh.
The bank you've left is as far away as the one you're approaching.
So we have got further away from the bank behind us, but
Hmm.
we don't seem to be getting any closer to the bank ahead of us.
Hmm.
Hey, Sepsis,
Yes.
could you send Creature and see if they can get close to the bank?
Didn't Oriana try flying before and it wasn't very successful?
Yeah, the wind just instantly blew me back.
Creature's not mortal. Perhaps it's an effect. It's worth a try.
Yes, by all means. And a creature will become visible as a raven and fly ahead.
As a raven,
Yeah, I think that's one of the options.
make a strength check for creature with advantage.
As a raven.
Mhm.
Oh, it's the same stats. Okay. Yeah, no, their strength is bad.
Okay.
Why advantage?
It's a raven.
Okay. Thanks. Well, it's a good thing I had advantage. Otherwise, it would have been -1. Instead, it's a pretty mighty score of a 3.
You do all then begin to see the creature as the raven fly off from the front of the boat, and it gets maybe 5-10 feet away before an almighty wind appears to push, and just creature falls out of the sky and is pushed quickly enough that he falls back into the boat.
I mentally commanded to play dead and look at. I look at Dice like, "Are you happy now? You killed my imp."
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is he okay?
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, Sepsis.
He's basically immortal.
Yeah, well, that's not. That's... Wait, but didn't. What was your original imp called? Help me out here. I'm having
Worm.
having a brain.
I don't remember.
Didn't imp die? If they're basically immortal, how did that happen?
No, it got badly injured.
I thought he died.
No, he got badly injured.
You definitely said he died before.
I was speaking figuratively.
Okay, so if he was badly injured, where is he now?
Recuperating.
Yeah, can I roll an insight check against that, Rich?
Yeah.
I trust Sepsis quite a lot, but that's shady, my dude.
Sepsis has deception as a reliable talent, but it only works on their party members.
Yeah. I got, 19 plus 4, so 19. 23.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna use inspiration on this.
Okay.
Oh, 30.
Well, I hope they feel better soon. Fuck's sake.
I love Amelia. That eye roll is just perfect.
Oh well.
I rolled
Okay.
a natural 20. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Will they come back to you at some point then when they're feeling better?
Oh yes, possibly.
Oh, good. I missed them. They were funny. You should... Hey, creature? And I poke the bird. You should wake up now.
I command creature to become invisible and return to my shoulder.
As you're poking the raven, it just dematerializes before your eyes.
Oh no! What did you do? That was the off button.
This time I don't even believe you. Either. I'm just glad it didn't dissolve into something sticky.
Nah, he's here. He's here.
As long as he's okay. Yeah, that's it. Are we any closer to this sodding tree after our little interaction about creature?
Everyone roll on the perception check.
Okay. Bloody trees, always being shady, staying out the way. This time it's an 18. Is that better, Rich?
I got a 0 for sepsis.
Wow.
But I did roll a 21 for creature and a 20 for ace.
Okay. The rest of you see the far bank does not appear to be approaching any closer. Ace and creature.
I rolled an 18.
Well, creature for this one then, because they got the higher one. Boss,
Yes.
we're not moving.
No.
No, boss,
Yes.
we're stuck.
Stuck in what?
Not in what? Against what?
Are you telling me that we've ran aground
Yeah,
and none of us have noticed?
yeah.
How long have we been aground?
I don't know. I've only just noticed myself.
What are we aground on?
The far bank.
Now, I don't mean to malign your observational skills, but the far bank is over there.
It's an illusion.
Wait, so if
You can't hear, creature.
I can't hear, damn it.
It's what kind of illusion?
Well, now I can see through it. The lake's not that far. Maybe about a kilometre.
Uh-huh. Out loud, I say, you guys, I regret to inform you that we've been bamboozled. I sigh deeply.
Right. In what way?
Mega
As-
bamboozled.
Sepsis, as you now have the knowledge of the illusion, the view of the far bank being an impossible distance away does start to shimmer before your eyes. And finally, you can see that before you, rising out of the water, are stone steps that the boat has settled on and is not making any further headway. The stone steps rise up out of the water onto a stone, broken but paved landing about 10 feet above.
I after I sigh and say mega bamboozled, I hop over the side of the boat onto the steps, and I would like to cast minor illusion to make the sound of a splash.
Okay. Okay. You are... Roll me a performance check.
Yeah,
Sure.
can you roll an insight check against that as well?
It's a 20.
It's a 20. Okay.
Yeah, a dirty 20, but
Okay.
it's a 20.
You see Sepsis, in frustration, leap over the side of the boat and disappear into the water.
And you hear a splash.
And you hear
That's
a
important
splash.
to me.
Ari,
Yeah.
Sepsis can swim, right?
Well, here's the thing. I saw a splash, but I didn't see a splash.
You heard? No, I think you did. Wait, did we see a splash as well as hear a splash, Sepsis?
He
No, I
said-
can only.
no,
I can only.
Sepsis said, minor
You hear
illusion
it.
of sound.
I think I can only do one or the other.
Yeah, you hear a splash.
Oh.
I don't
So
think
I'm
that you
just
could just
gonna-
decide that you noticed that though without rolling something. Surely.
Roll an insight check or a perception check, whichever.
Oh, it's good. It's actually good.
That's 20.
Yeah, all right.
It'll be the only one I rolled
Perception, that would
tonight.
be, dirty
Good use of
20.
it.
So,
I step off the boat.
I'm like
Noticing-
crouching behind the boat. So
as you
like
get to the
steps
edge,
over.
about to step off after Sepsis, you look down and realize, and you can see Sepsis just standing on water.
I just look up and go, ta-da!
And as you begin to realize that it's an illusion, it again shimmers in front of your eyes as well. And with the
It's an
illusion breaking down in front of
illusion.
everyone else's eyes, and you do now see stone steps leading up onto a stone-covered platform above.
Just to check, which bank are we on?
The island.
With the tree.
Now, as you look at the tree, it dominates the horizon. You have to turn almost a full 90 degrees to see anything else apart from the tree.
Fuck me, that's a big tree.
I mean, later?
You wish. I'm going to hop out of the boat too. And I drag Ace with me.
Yeah.
So you all
hence
hop out
my-
of the boat. Benkin and Fives get out behind you.
Come on, lads.
Okay.
Lads.
Lads.
As you get to the
That's not
top of the stairs, then they're only about 10 feet tall. And as you get to the top of the stairs, you notice a few things very quickly, the first thing you notice directly in front of you is a very familiar stone circle. It is very reminiscent of one you've seen not too long ago, perhaps 2 months ago, on a country estate just outside of Briscoe, one that was being opened with human sacrifice, and one that was heavy with necrotic energy. However, the first thing you notice about this one is that all of the statues, all of the carvings around it are broken, and there is not a glowing sigil to be seen. To your left, you notice a tumble-down, ruined, what appears to be very small, humble home, ancient in its construction, weathered and broken. And in front of you, what you can see is the foot of the tree. Not so much roots, but the tree just appears to erupt out of the earth in front of you, maybe about 30 feet away. Tied to the tree is a girl. Young girl, can't be older than late teens, early 20s, beautiful, lithe, human, raven dark hair, and she appears to be chained to the tree and is in the process of quietly sobbing.
Before I move or do anything with that, I'm going to turn to Ace and go, Ace, just to check, because this is kind of your thing, is there supposed to be a girl tied to the tree?
Is there supposed to be a girl tied to the tree?
Roll a religion check.
That means you, Greg.
I know.
I don't think I can roll it.
Oh, this time it's a 14.
A 14.
Mm-hmm.
Ace pauses for a moment, racks their memory. They cannot remember any stories of a girl being tied to the will tree.
Okay.
Good enough for me. I head over to the girl.
I go with Ori.
As you approach, everyone roll a perception check for me.
Perception Island.
Oh, 23.
17.
Not 6.
17.
My rolls are all bad.
Okay. Oriana and Dice, then, as you approach the tree, you hear a flurry of chittering sounds, squeaks and clicks. And as you look around for the source of the sound, you notice some distant trees off to the left and off to the right, maybe about 50, 60 feet away. The branches of those trees are filled with squirrels. There are hundreds of them, and they're all staring at you. The fact there are hundreds of them, though, is not the strangest thing about them. As Dice, you can see that to a squirrel, each one of them is carrying a tiny shield, a sword, or a spear.
Hello?
No. We
I
kind of
guess.
peace?
I guess Ace is going to need to know what the significance of these squirrels is.
Ace has already done a roll on this, having noticed a squirrel earlier on in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
And explains to you that Ace believes that these are known as ratatosk.
These are the ratatouille.
These are the ratatouille. The ratatosk, they are messengers that would run from the base or the roots to the branches of Yggdrasil and take messages from realm to realm for the gods.
And they're all staring at us.
Common or?
Well, as far as Ace is aware, there was only one. However, there seem to now be hundreds. And Ace was quite sure that most of the stories didn't say that they were armed.
We're not here to do any harm.
At your call to the ratatosk, they do not move. However, the girl chained to the tree does lift her head at the sound of your voice. And you can see the tears streaming from her dark eyes as she looks at you. Who are you?
I'm Dice. This is Ori. That's Sepsis. This is Ace. You know what? That's a lot of names.
Pleasure.
Who are you?
My name is Vanya. I was trying to get some fruit, and I've been taken and chained. I think they will come back soon.
Were you trying to get fruit from this tree? Because that seems unwise.
Right.
There is great legends about the fruit of the Yggdrasil. I wanted to see if they were true.
Vanya, pretty important question here. Have you seen an elf around here? Bald, sort of emaciated, grey-looking guy, sort of warlocky. Probably really interested in that big circular thing.
No.
Was it the squirrels that tied you up?
No, it was the green men, and they were being chased by the floating ice.
Oh, they're dead.
Can I roll an insight check against her saying that she was just there to take the fruit? I meant to do it when she said it.
No, you can.
Thanks. I'm just a wee bit suspicious of this girl. No, it's not bad. 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am also suspicious and would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
We don't trust anyone anymore.
Okay. Yes, you are absolutely, Dice, believe that Vanya was just there to steal the fruit of the will tree. Detect Thoughts. Can you remind myself and anyone watching what Detect Thoughts does, please?
Certainly can. Detect Thoughts. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Okay. The surface thought, the first thought that you get then, is just all-encompassing, and it is freedom. Freedom is close.
Is it us? Are we freedom? I'll attempt to probe deeper.
Okay. So it's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Your thoughts, your probe is unfortunately rebuffed. It seems there is an iron will inside this small girl.
Spell ends.
So,
Can I cast Speak with Animals on the squirrels?
You can.
Cool.
that'll be
So
interesting.
you're going to approach the squirrels instead?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk over to the squirrels. Then as you're making your approach towards the squirrels, Dice, what were you doing?
I was going to carry on talking to her, but do the squirrels thing first because I'm interested.
Okay.
And I'd have stopped to watch what Ori was doing anyway.
As you walk over to the trees, then the squirrels do not move. They still all seem to be staring straight at you. Most of them now focused on you, having come closer. And you can speak
Make
with
sure
animals.
Honey is sticking out.
Okay. You can speak with animals.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know why this girl is chained to the tree?
A couple of them kind of look at each other, look back at you.
I mean, squeakity, squeak, 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 squeakity.
Squeak, squeak 'em.
And you hear in a tiny voice, "Turn down the brush."
Come again?
Can you speak Celestial?
Fucking doubtful. Someone flipping. No, I don't. Infernal.
Nope. the exact opposite flavor, unfortunately.
Wait, doesn't it make them communicate to me in my language?
Hmm. If they
There
were
are-
animals.
Right, okay.
Did Ori, have they said that out loud? Anyway, Ori can roll an intelligence check against
Yeah,
it.
let me do
Yes,
comprehend
okay.
language. Oh god, I'm not smart.
Ori very
Not
much.
20, so 22.
Okay. As you cannot
Is that
speak,
different from Infernal?
it is very different from Infernal. Almost the exact opposite rules for the language. However, with your intelligence and the fact that you did grow up with Ace, you picked up a language rule or two. And from what they said, you can imagine, or you can infer that they were talking about not releasing the girl from the tree. And there would be danger if you release the girl from the tree.
Okay, the squirrels say don't release her from the tree.
Can you ask them what's... I wander up next to Ori.
Okay.
What's poisoning the land, do you know? I'll roll an intelligence check against the response.
As one, all of the squirrels hold whatever weapon, spear or sword, and point towards the tree from the direction you've came. And as you look and follow their sight line, you can see that there is a strange kind of funnel. It seems to have been hammered into the tree, maybe about 50 feet up. It's small. However, that funnel then leads to a series of pipes that come straight down the tree, hidden by mossy growth. And you can, now that you know what you're looking for, and as you follow it, you can see that these pipes made of wood do run all the way to the edge of the water.
Okay, who did it?
All the squirrels kind of look at each other. You can hear celestial whispering, but it is almost impossible to make out. And one of the squirrels runs down the tree and comes and stands before you. They're a lot larger than regular squirrels, maybe twice the size. And you can see now that they are wearing kind of belts, small pieces of armor like van braces. And this squirrel seems slightly more larger than the two, and tries to puff his chest up.
Okay, can I roll an intelligence check against that? Okay. I'm gonna use a different dice. Let's try that one. Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. Hang on, I've forgotten where my checks are. 20, I added Flash of Genius to it.
Okay. The words are difficult. However, he's gesturing to the tree, and all you can really make out from them is that he said he and others.
Wow, that really narrows it down.
He and others that did not belong.
You know they said about the illicit, Ori?
Yeah.
They'd be poisoning no, because it's poisoning their people too, so it would be pointless. Hey, lady attached to the tree.
Vanya.
Hi, Vanya. Do you know who poisoned the tree? Or who is poisoning the water from the tree?
It was the green men and the floating eyes,
The Gith.
if that is what you call them.
And the floating eyes together, my understanding was that they weren't friends.
I was unconscious when I woke. I was locked here, and the thing was above me. As you pay more attention to the funnel, by the way, you do see something dripping into it from far above. And I want you to make a perception check for me.
Happily for this, for once. 16?
16.
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
Nothing
With your 16 then, as you start to focus and stare and follow the dripping dark liquid, It takes a moment because of the knotted, warped, and gnarled form of the tree in front of you. But there is one knot of the tree that looks slightly out of place, maybe a slightly different color, not dark, like a broken branch. And as more details start to form, you realize that it is not wood. It is not part of the tree. It is a huge serpent's head.
It's venom.
Larger than a lot of buildings you have been in. It is currently settled on the tree with its mouth partially open, its fangs extended.
I roll a religious check.
And it is dripping from the mouth. Roll a religion check, yep.
Can I also roll a religion check against this, see if I know anything about it?
Because I know what it is, but does
You can.
Ariana?
Ace will roll as well.
16.
16.
10.
Not my strong suit, but I got 15. I've got
Okay.
+4 to religion, actually. I didn't realise that.
What did Ace get?
10.
10, okay. Oriana, having listened to a lot of the stories while Ace's father was trying to rebuff your childish flirtations back in Nidum, he would go into a lot of stories about the religion and the followers of Thor and Odin. One of the strange stories, like a lot of other religions, scary stories told to children to keep them in line, was that if they were too naughty, they may actually be delivered into the company of Hövidrunga, otherwise known as Loki. Loki, having been thwarted in his attempts to end the gods, was tied to Yggdrasil with the guts of one of his sons by the god of the forge, Tyr. To punish him, a great serpent was attached to the tree that would forever drip poison onto his head.
Oh.
As you notice this, you look again at the tree where the funnel is, funneling the poison off. And directly below the funnel is the girl.
Okay.
What did you
I
do?
relay all of this to Ori and Septus.
Oh no, Ori knew
Ari
that.
was on.
Yeah, alright, got it.
Ori was the one who got that.
Sorry, I thought we were the same on the roll.
What did you do?
I did nothing. I came for the fruits of the tree.
No. I know this. It's not my religion, and I know this. What did you do?
All at once, the tears disappear from her eyes. A smile spreads thinly across her face, and her entire demeanor changes.
Yep.
Instead of a girlish voice out of her mouth, a much more masculine voice appears. So, stories are still told about me, at least in some places in the world.
I
Some
haven't
people
heard
still
of you.
Some people still follow your religion, and I look at Ace.
Well, I never had very many followers when I was free.
No, he's a bigger fan of your brother.
They.
Then perhaps the illusion is no longer required. And he or she waves her hands. There is a flash of green light, and left in her place is a very finely dressed, tall, dark-haired man.
Tom Hiddleston.
Looks a little bit like Tom Hiddleston.
I'm really
Sepsis
okay with
says, "Oh my God, it's Tom Hiddleston."
The chains, the just normal looking chains that did bind the girl to the tree, are now replaced by chains that are red, pink. They look wet in some places, and with a little bit more of a concentration, you realize that each link of the chain is made out of what looks like muscle and viscera.
it. Yeah.
Where's your wife? Or did she finally give up on you?
She did not. But unfortunately, she wanted to go and visit her family on the other side of this gateway. And there was a big kerfuffle upstairs, and the gateway never opened again.
Hey, what's on the other side of the gateway?
Home.
Not at the moment, I don't think.
A kerfuffle would be the war.
Yeah. When all the planes stopped opening.
So
You-
it is all of them. It's not just ours.
It's all of them.
I suppose at this point Ace would probably ask, why is Jormungandr dead? Ragnarok has Ragnarok happened? Ragnarok hasn't happened. Why is Jormungandr already dead?
Ragnarok could have happened. However, I was supposed to be a major player. I doubt my invite got lost in transit. So perhaps something else killed him.
What could kill Jormungandr other than Thor?
Me.
Did you kill Jormungandr?
Jormungandr is my child, of course not.
Well, they're either dead or there's another very, very large skeleton at the bottom of the lake.
Is perhaps the lack of connection to where they came from.
I'm sorry then.
So are you going to help me with these chains?
No.
Ace immediately says no, a little bit too loud.
Our friend here, you see, is a close
No.
follower of Thor, and it would be entirely inappropriate for us to get involved in a conflict between the gods.
Not my religion, not my business.
Loki's there for a reason. Loki always lies. We can't help Loki.
The Ratatosk, they tell me stories of the world above, as there is very little else here to entertain me. There has not been very many powerful gods walking the surface for a long time.
You're the last god we want walking the surface.
Oh, I know a few more that may be more of an issue for you.
You're still big enough of an issue.
There is very little I can do that the peoples of the surface world have not already done to themselves.
Well,
Still not
I
adding
mean,
to it.
didn't you want to have a wolf devour the sun? They haven't done that as far as I've noticed.
Yes, but I have not seen my other son in a very long time, so those plans could change. He is not in good favor with his father at the moment. The least you want is a little bit of a visit from your children.
That's true.
Maybe don't go committing crimes that mean you get one of your children killed, that the intestines used to bind you to a tree so a serpent can drip poison on you for all eternity.
It was a joke. I maybe took it too far.
I've made some bad decisions.
Sepsis laughs.
Can I ask you a question?
I get it.
I don't know if you'll answer honestly, but I'm curious. Did
Of
you?
course you can. Dice de Mariolones.
Very good. Did you poison the water? Were you part of this? Because the people you told us didn't.
You think, having been chained to this tree for so long and having poison dripped on my head, if I could have put that there a long time ago, I wouldn't have.
Then who did?
It appeared to be armored men. They were much taller than most of you.
Men or elves?
Did they look like our metal friend here?
They were in their retinue, yes.
Elves.
How did the elves know this was here?
Ben? Do you know anything about this? Obviously, I doubt you do, but
I have very little I had no idea this was here. I
It
promise you, I had no idea this was here.
So it's not actually going into the tree, it's just using the tree as a way to hold up the funnel.
Yeah, it's effectively just been hammered into the wood at the side.
So from what I see, we move the funnel and everything is returned as it should. The water stops getting poisoned and Loki goes back to being punished.
Can we divert the poison away from his head and just leave him here just tied to the tree?
I prefer her plan.
Why don't we leave it up to the person whose this is their religion?
Ace?
What do,
Religion is built mostly on belief. I am not a believed in figure. I am here, physical. I am real. This is
And
not
you
a
call
matter. This is
Real
not a matter
physical
of
damage to other people.
Right.
a long time ago.
And your punishment is for eternity.
Actually, it was only until Odin changed his mind, but I was pretty sure he's dead.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Or probably senile then.
A bit.
Back for Wednesdays.
Sepsis just sighs deeply. You know, when you're dealing with people and also gods, that you don't have to say everything out loud.
Do you really think a god isn't going to work it out in time anyway?
Or work out if we're not telling the
You
truth.
can just say nothing. It's okay. You're allowed.
I haven't got the patience for that anymore.
I can't see that it's going to cause a massive amount of harm for a person tied to a tree with intestines.
There are many gifts I could give you if you
Don't want
feed
anything
me.
from you.
I'm listening.
You would be surprised.
No.
What gifts?
Okay.
There are secrets I could tell you about your futures,
Don't want to know.
Not my future.
your past.
I can work that out on my own.
Power?
Power, yes. At least I could
Wow,
start.
sepsis.
I'm eyeballing
I could perhaps start you on the road.
Starting on the road. We've
Well, it
already.
Look, no, we don't want anything from you.
Well,
We'll
now.
move the funnel and maybe we can move the snake's head or move you a little bit so it drips next to you until somebody else sorts out what's happening to you.
Well, hold on now.
Sepsis, no. You've already made a deal with one patron.
Sorry, you can't stop sepsis doing what they
What are
want.
you talking about?
Already knows you're a part warlock.
Sepsis doesn't know or he knows.
And to be
What-
fair, we did discuss it last week as well.
What type of power are we talking about here?
Nothing you want.
You are all fated. You are all favorites of someone powerful.
I'm not entirely sure that's true, but okay.
You would be surprised what your creations or whose attentions your creations have attracted.
My god doesn't like humans.
Also, the last time I played chess, it was against someone who has their eye on you, Oriana.
Go on then, who is that?
Surely you have spoken to Hades before.
Oh, well, yeah, I already knew he's got interest in me. That's not new information.
Well, he owes me a favor. I'm sure you can pay for him.
No? If he owes you a favor, then get it from him.
I'm waiting to hear what you have to offer.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, Sepsis.
Bonus from standing near Ace, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not going to help. What's the bonus? A D4, is it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's just
It's
flat plus 3.
It's flat plus 3, sorry.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7 in that case. No, I didn't. I rolled a 9 in that case.
Okay. Only you then. and it feels like the same kind of touch as Worm's voice, but softer, less grating. You hear in your mind, I have been friends with your master for millennia. There is much more of his power I could show you.
Being cryptic isn't going to help you here. My master has already given me nebulous promises of power.
The only way to show you and have you trust me is if you touch my hand.
That doesn't seem like it would be in my best interests.
Very well. Then I will give you a warning for free. Do not touch the tree. And you feel the presence leave your mind.
What do we do with the funnel? Do we just climb up and pull it out?
Eldritch Blast.
It would solve the problem. Might scare the snake.
We just pull it down, tie something around it, and pull it.
I can get
It's
creature
hammered
to take a rope up to it.
But it's hammered into the tree. Okay. Describe how it's hammered in, Rich, just so I can try and work out what would actually work to remove this thing. Because I'm picturing it like hammered into the tree itself, but is it just hammered into the side?
There's a long piece of metal with a hoop on the end of it. In that hoop, a funnel has been placed. The metal is hammered into the tree. Think about a basketball hoop with a cone in it.
Can't creature just go up and pick up the funnel and remove it and just leave the hole, and then we'll put something in its place?
How big is the funnel?
How big's the funnel?
The funnel itself, from this distance, you'd say it was maybe about 5 feet across at the top.
Probably too big.
Bit big for creature.
-2 strength.
I think best bet's going to be to break it or break the connection with the tree.
Well, how far up the tree is it? Because we can climb up and get it, I would think.
If you release these chains, I can will it away.
If we release these chains, our friend here will never forgive us. I have no particular gripe with you. I don't know the stories, and I don't. But
If your friend is a true follower of Thor and Odin and all of my brothers and sisters and kin, then I am still a god to them.
not one they like particularly.
What would Ace think of that statement?
I'm asking them.
It's true.
Asking them. Yeah, go ahead.
It's absolutely true.
Well, we'll wait for Ace's answer because we can.
Okay.
In the meantime, is there any reason I can't just climb up or get Ace to climb up because they're stronger and just pull the funnel away?
No, you can certainly attempt to it if you want to. Ace is currently deliberating on whether to release, the Norse pantheon's Satan, but
Satan, he's just difficult.
actively the stories, who the stories are based on.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's, he gets a pretty light touch in modern, modern talking about this sort of stuff because, like, people use the word trickster and like mischievous, but like the tricks were always as a lark. I'm going to bring about the end of the world. Cause a war between the gods and the frost giants, and everyone will die.
He's the king of Joker.
I'm going to walk up to the squirrel while we're all discussing this, the one that was on the floor. I'm going to say, am I okay to climb the tree to try and remove the funnel?
You're going to ask the squirrels this?
The big squirrel that came down to talk to us.
Right, you might want to jump into the group chat because I can't remember Ace's dreams.
Sorry about this, everyone.
Second.
We can't make this decision without M or Ace. It wouldn't be fair.
That's right.
Okay. The squirrel looks at you, and
It sounds like you're talking backwards. Can I roll an intelligence?
as I said it, I heard myself, and I was like, "Oh, that sounded like that episode of Red Dwarf."
Yes. I just intelligence check against it. I rolled a 16. What's my plus? 4, I think. 20.
Okay.
I should really know that.
It would be dangerous to touch the tree. The guardians would wake.
The guardians. Okay. I go. Thank you.
As he says guardians, he makes a very humanoid gesture, and it's a very strange image. But you do see a squirrel say a word and then spit on the floor.
Okay. We can't touch the tree. The guardians will wake up. So I don't know how to remove the funnel without touching the tree. I'm letting Ace deliberate on Loki while we work out the funnel.
I think Sepsis has probably lost interest and wandered away to investigate the portal.
Okay.
The Stargate.
Roll me an Arcana check on the portal.
Lovely, will do. Hey, I know I told you off for giving me advantage too often before, but because I spent all that time reading that guy's journal, does that help me with this?
Yeah, go on.
Thanks. 22.
22, okay. Having now a chance, as everyone else chats and deliberates, to get an up-close and personal look at one of these, as the last one you saw you were heading away from as quickly as you could. It is not a magic you yourself have learned, at least definitely not yet. However, the closest thing you can remember from your younger days, learning magic from your master, was this is something akin to a very powerful plane shift spell. But it is one that is it's cemented here. It's cemented to these stones, to this formation, to this portal. As you've seen previously, and you take the book out and glance through to the correct page eventually, and the address, at least, of the plane that you went to before is not present on this. The correct symbols are not present, therefore this one could not open the same gateway as you have seen previously.
So the one before was to Shadowfell, I believe.
As far as you can
As
tell.
far as I could work out from the books.
Or at least that's what it says in the book.
Am I able to copy down what I'm seeing on this one?
Yeah, it's in relatively the same place, so you can get the what I suppose would be the address, like line of sigils and how you would get it to activate if it had any magical power. However, being this close to it and doing this much study on it, you quickly determine that there is no magic left in these stones.
And do I notice any signs that it's been excavated recently, or has it always been sort of just standing proud like this?
Roll me an investigation check.
8.
8. It's been broken for a while. You have no idea how long. There is, as you can see with your affinity for nature, mossy growth over a lot of it. There is a lot of kind of fungus. It's quite damp and moist around here. However, being able to tell exactly how long it's been in this kind of state, you've got no clue.
Okay, thank you.
M and Ace say to bring it on and free Loki. So Ace is going to free Loki.
Okay. Then, have you decided what you wish to do?
Millie, you're muted, mate.
Sorry, this is the dog. I could hear him barking. Seems like our friend thinks we should free you. Do you promise not to hurt us?
I have made
And
my
on the-
promise.
The condition that you stop the poison from going in the lake.
If I am freed from the tree, the snake will no longer have a reason to stay here, and it will go away
Go away where?
somewhere else.
Somewhere in, well, it can't leave this realm. That's a concern, right, guys? I don't want to release a giant snake on the environment.
There are many more places in this garden, as I have heard it called, that it can live in.
It'll probably stay here in the garden area at least.
There is a great deal of food in the tunnels leading to the garden that it can survive on.
By food, I take it you mean people.
Or lizards.
Have you seen the size of it? I don't think people would sate its appetite very much.
But the lizards,
Yeah,
Blue whales eat krill.
good point. Huh?
how do you know that? But you didn't know what a mountain was.
Also, you done that at the Earth is round, but you know about krill.
I'm a mystery.
There you are.
Oh, right, well, probably going to regret this, but okay.
Are there any other conditions we would like to impose on this before we release it?
Yes, we want to be rewarded.
You will be
I don't-
rewarded, and I can promise you, I will not harm you.
That's
Will
not
the snake harm
a
us?
reward. You wouldn't harm us if we didn't release you either, so that's not much of a reward.
I am a god. If I say it, it is so. I will not harm you, and I will give you the power I promised.
Excellent.
How do we free you?
You have to break these chains.
I start blasting.
Don't,
Pew,
don't,
pew, pew,
don't,
pew, pew.
don't hit the tree.
I use magic missile on the chains.
You're
Don't,
about-
don't hit the tree.
I
You're going
can't,
to Eldritch Blast the train.
Yes.
I can't miss the chain if I aim for the chain. I'm fine.
Okay. First of all, then, Sepsis. Please roll to hit.
Go, Sepsis, go! Don't fuck it up.
I rolled a 25
Nice.
for one of them.
Okay.
The other one is a natural one.
Okay. So the first one immediately hits. I'm not going to ask you to roll for damage. The green, glowing green projectile that appears from you and strikes the chain is absorbed by the chain. There is, perhaps I should explain,
Yeah.
Perhaps.
there is perhaps only one of you who can break the chain.
What I was trying to say.
I don't know, Ari. I've never tried to break a god free from a chain to a tree.
It is only, it was put here by a celestial being, so it has to be power gifted by a celestial being.
Ace will step forward and
Everyone roll a perception check.
Leave it.
is this everyone including Ace or everyone except Ace?
12.
Everyone.
Roll.
4, 12.
So it's a 15. No, hang on. It's a 15 for Sepsis. It is, I think, a 19 for Ace.
Okay.
No, I definitely lied. It is a 15 for Ace as well, and 5 for one.
Ace and Sepsis.
Yes.
You both notice, as all this is going on, as soon as the Eldritch Blast hit, and was absorbed. Just out of the corner of both your eyes, which causes you to glance, the trees are no longer full of squirrels. They're gone.
Okay.
And both of you can hear creaking.
The snake is moving.
You look up. Now that the snake has been pointed out, it's easier for you to see, especially with your eyes, Sepsis, and it does not appear to have moved.
I'm guessing one of your Eldritch blasts hit the tree.
Did we see that happen?
You saw one of his Eldritch blasts go off sideways. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to miss this tree. It's fucking huge.
Loki,
Yes.
if the Guardians, will they respond to the bolt hitting the tree?
What Guardians?
Great.
Of the galaxy?
Ace, you
These
really...
squirrels keep saying there's guardians in the tree, and if we touch the tree, the guardians will come.
That is a very rough translation of what they said, but
Okay, what did they actually say? Help me out here.
the spawn of the tree.
Do I have any
What
idea
of the spawn?
Like, would I know what an ent is or a giant tree thing?
Nope, doesn't ring any bells at all.
Okay, and how mad are these spawn going to be?
Depends how long it takes you.
Right. Ace, can you try and free Loki?
Yep, absolutely. Ace steps forward and will swing their longsword at the chains. And do you want me to roll to hit, or because they're like non-moving?
No, roll to hit, but you can do so with advantage.
Cool. Kabam! That is. I rolled the same number on both dice, and neither of them are very high. It is.
Ace really is a him.
7. So 16 to hit.
16, it definitely hits.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Smite.
Just hitting.
Smite.
Okay, divine smite.
Yes.
Okay.
I was waiting to find out if I hit it first.
Yeah, you hit.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yes, please.
Okay. I suppose I should probably make this a second level smite.
Okay.
On account of where we are. So that's 1d8 plus 3 and bear with me guys, I'm not a paladin. And then I don't have enough d8s.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
If Bri was saying it, completely different matter.
4, 7. No, I've only got 3. 8. 15. So 18 damage in total.
18 damage in total. Okay.
Yes.
There is a brilliant flash of white pure energy as Ace's sword makes contact with the chain, and there is a horrific sound that starts off as metal striking metal that ends in a scream or the whine of an injured animal. And as the flash then dissipates, you can see that a hefty chunk has been taken out of one of the links of the chain. It has not been cut through, but a hefty chunk has been taken out of one of the links. As Ace stands there, however, staring at their work, preparing for perhaps another swing, the hilt of their sword starts vibrating in their hand.
Yup.
Hit it again faster.
Hitting it
When you all,
again.
Okay. Before you can hit it again, you all hear creaking from all around you and surrounding you, cutting off your escape back to the water, cutting off your escape further along to the left and further along to the right of the tree, are 3 what you would consider to be normal-sized trees. However, they are warped, bastardized, sickly, diseased versions of Yggdrasil. Small but dark and dripping with some horrible black ichor. Each time part of it drips and drops to the floor, you can see that a small puff of smoke and decay comes up from where the liquid hit. And I'll get everyone to roll initiative after the break. Cool. So we are 5 to 9. Good a place as any to go on break. There's no point in making you all roll initiative and then going. Yes, thank you for joining us so far for episode 40. Thank you for sticking around. Please go grab some friends. Tell them to join us for what will, I'm sure, be a very entertaining fight. Also, during the break, if you get a chance, 2 minutes, please head over, if you haven't already, to the Dice of the Beholder YouTube channel, which the link, thank you, AD, is now in the chat. Go check that out if you can get anyone to subscribe. We are now 27 people away from 100, so we can change the horrible URL. And yeah, feel free to check out a lot of the content on there. There's now Baldur's Gate, Control, and D&D. So go check out some of our videos. We will be back in about 15 minutes. Thanks very much. See you guys in a bit. Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of episode 40 of the Chronicles of Nidum. Thank you, those who stuck around. We are being hosted by another channel. Don't know whether we've got any viewers from there, but thanks all the same. But yeah, so I would please like everyone to roll initiative, and AD, if you could, I apologize, bring up the battle map.
It's not an awful initiative.
Oh, my D20 went on a journey then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a good journey for a while, and then it decided not to be. Oh fuck my ass!
I don't want to. But thank you for the offer.
Okay, so
Rude.
initiatives, please, for Ace.
7.
Excellent. Sepsis.
3.
Dice.
20.
Oh, nice.
I rolled an 18.
Oriana.
20.
Yes.
Okay. And cool. Excellent. Okay, so going first, we have Dice, according to the initiative tracker on D&D Beyond.
Fine.
Dice, what would you like to do?
Okay. So I don't have my bonus action, unfortunately, because I changed my armor type, which is a shame.
Yes, you are now on the Infiltrator armor.
I am on infiltrator armor, which is less fun for this, but it's okay. So the tree on the where are the trees in comparison to me? They're 3. How far away?
Okay, so give me a second, and I will
Let me pin this up. I forgot to do it.
We have you.
Yep.
Tree.
Oh, we're surrounded.
They are effectively 30 feet away from you. 30 feet away from you on either side, and about 15 feet behind you is the last one.
This doesn't look ideal for old sepsis.
Okay, so rather than my normal, normally when I hit my fist together, the whole fist glows with the purple energy. This time when I hit my fist together, the palms glow with energy.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire 2 shots at the one towards the water with my lightning launcher.
Okay. Please describe the effects of lightning launcher for those people who are not familiar with the armorer subclass of artificer.
It's fine. A gem-like node appears on your armored fist. It counts as a simple ranged weapon with a normal range of 90 feet and a long range of 300. Deals 1d6 lightning damage on a hit. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to your target.
Okay.
So,
You're going to fire on the one. Yeah, sorry.
The first roll was a natural 20, so
Nice.
27 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the extra 1d6 lightning damage with this one as well.
I thought you might.
Yeah, weird. And I rolled a 6 on the first damage, and a 3 on the other one. So you double both the dice, don't you? I don't roll natural 20s very often in combat.
That's 18. No, it's not. It's 12. It's 18.
18.
Plus.
21, 22, 24, 25. So 20. No, 22 damage because you only add the 4 once. Yeah, because the other one's just 1d6. So yeah,
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage with the first hit.
Cool. So you immediately turn and you see a flash of crackling lightning appear on Dice's hand, spreads it out towards the dripping, gnarled tree walking towards her, and it scores the bark, and you can see a horrific burn, but it does not seem to have gone too deep.
It's fine. I'm going to try and hit it again. Okay, I don't know if you'll believe me when I say I rolled another nat 20.
I believe you.
I wish I was in person so I could show people.
I believe you.
It's my third one with this dice this session, but I only rolled a 2 on the damage.
Someone said in one of the D&D games, it's surprising how many people now playing at home get natural 20s all the time.
Yeah, including the DM with his, I rolled 2 natural 20s. 2, 4, so 8 damage for the second hit.
8 damage for the second, yeah.
That was highly sus.
8 in total.
8 in total for the second hit, yeah.
Okay, cool. The second hit is more glancing, but it does score the bark slightly, but you can see this is not going to be a quick fight.
That's fine. As I can see that it's quite close to me, I am... hang on. Yeah. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
So Sanctuary, it's a bonus action. I'm warded against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets me will have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it'll have to choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
No problem. Okay. And Oriana.
So which one did Dice attack? The one stood behind us?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to chromatic orbit.
Cool. Go for it.
So I remember how to do this now, 'cause I haven't done this for a while.
Hey, you didn't make me roll a wild magic, so it's possible. I don't know if I was supposed to.
26 to hit.
26 to hit, definitely hits. Roll for damage. Or what kind of damage are you using?
Fire.
Of course you are.
Ooh. 16 fire damage.
16.
16.
Excellent. Okay. So, as you then, the orb cast from you strikes the tree, you see it spread up and around the bark, almost infusing half of the tree's entire being. Some of its branches at the top catch, and the fire does not spread, but it stays there. that spell was a lot more effective than you thought it was going to be. So you did how much damage? Sorry, 16.
16.
So it took 32 points of damage. Just in case, just for those who don't realize that that is a vulnerability to fire.
Yeah, we got it.
Oriana's face just lights up. I am also now wreathed in fire.
You are now surrounded.
Oh, I'm going to hug the tree.
You are now wreathed in flame as well. Okay, is that the end of your
Not
go?
hug the tree.
Oh, sorry. Oriana, wild magic search, please.
Yes.
No, wild magic roll.
It was an 8, it's fine.
An 8? Cool, okay. Is that the end of your go?
I believe it is. I can't...
Rich, are we back to just rolling, like just Oriana rolling? We don't know, do we? I don't know why I'm asking. You're not going to tell me.
Well, you cast a spell and didn't have to roll us, so I guess.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm done.
Cool, okay. So, the next one to move is the one you've been striking.
Oh, good.
Moves towards Dice, as unfortunately doesn't want to attack the one wreathed in the thing that can hurt it.
That's me.
So it is going to make 3 claw attacks against Dice.
It's going to try. Can it make a wisdom save first?
It can. That is going to be a 16.
Oh, it succeeds by 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, that's a try.
That's going to be okay. The first hit is going to be a 20.
Shield.
And that takes your AC to...
Oh my god. 24.
Cool, okay. Second hit is going to be a 18.
Misses.
Okay, and the third is going to be a 25.
Yeah, that one hits. I'll take that one.
Okay. So,
I'm relearning how to play a character.
Is Dice within 5 feet of Ace?
no.
Okay.
Why?
Because protection.
Okay. There we go. Oh, Dice.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of slashing damage
Okay.
as its claw rakes, and Jess manages to pierce parts of your armor.
Ow.
However, you also then feel the wounds start to burn horribly as you take 5 points of acid damage on top as well.
Okay.
You can see now that the black ichor that was dripping from its branches that now look like hands is now kind of smeared against or across your armor.
Can I take my free action to yell, "It burns, it burns, it burns"?
Yeah, you can. That's fine. The next one is also going to move before anyone else does. Approach.
Uh-oh.
Technically, should it have made the wisdom save? Is it an attack action or? Should it have saved on every attack? Because of Sanctuary. Because it lasts for a minute, unless it didn't hit till the last one, so I wouldn't have needed to make a concentration check until then.
True.
Sanctuary's not concentration anyway. It lasts for a minute unless I make an attack.
Okay. So the second roll would have been a 18.
Which would have missed anyway because I used shield.
No, second sanctuary roll would have been an 18. Wisdom.
Yeah, that would have saved.
Yeah.
What's the third one?
That would have been a 22.
Yeah, it would have saved. That's fine.
Okay.
God, he's fucking wise.
Okay. Sepsis. The
Hello.
first.
Before you attack me, I just want to check because you said about the ichor and everything. These trees aren't considered undead, are they?
They are not.
Sweet. Carry on.
Okay. So, the first attack made against you is going to attempt to grapple you.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's a natural 20.
What are you waiting for me to say? It does hit.
Definitely hits and grapples you. So, second hit is going to be a 14.
Yep.
The third hit is going to be a 23.
That also hits.
Okay. So from the first hit,
This is gonna hurt.
you take. There we go. You take 6 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
but you take 9 points of acid damage.
9. Carry on.
And then the second hit, or the final hit for you, you take 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. Jolly good.
Okay. Next then is going to be 5s. 5s immediately reacting is going to take a shot against the one that hasn't begun to approach yet. And that's going to be a 17 to hit, which definitely hits. And give me a moment.
Good boy.
Go. Okay. Cool. It's going to do 8 damage, and he's going to use his second go to reload. Awesome. It is now Ace's go.
Ace, you say?
Yeah.
That's me.
That is you.
Ace is going to look at Loki and be like, "Can you help us?"
Probably.
Will you help us
Perhaps.
if I free you?
That's as much compensation as you're going to get before you have to act or lose it.
Fine. I'll swing on the. I'll swing on the on the chains again. Advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loads. It's like 25.
Yeah, definitely hits. Roll for damage.
This will be a first level smite.
Okay.
That is. Oh, that's a D10. You're not allowed to roll those in this situation. 18 damage total.
18 damage, okay. And again, there is a hefty chunk taken out of the chain link as the flash subsides, but it is still not quite broken through. It's almost there, but it's not quite broken through yet.
One more swing.
Go for it.
It's a fifth. No, it's not. It's a 16, 17 to hit. One of those.
Yeah,
16.
It was hit. Yeah, hits.
Okay. Spell slots basically. Would Ace have the impression that only with smiting is this going to actually do damage?
Ace can feel the radiant energy breaking the chain as opposed to being absorbed to it.
This is the last spell slot then, second level smite.
Mm-hmm.
20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. As the flash then subsides, you can see one side of the chain is hanging limp against the tree, and it's slowly turning back into the entrails of the animal it came from. The other is slowly unfurling itself from around the bound wrists of Loki.
Cool.
Is that the end of Ace's go?
No, Ace will move to stand. I can't really see through the shambling mound.
Okay.
But Ace will move to stand in. If they can get in base contact with Oriana and Dice, that's what they would do.
They absolutely can. So you're going to move away from the tree, and then get into base contact with Oriana, Dice, and also 5s.
Great.
Okay. Is that the end of Ace's go?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. It is now third one. forward. They're going to make 3 attacks against 5s. Okay. 3, natural 1, and a 12. So only the first one hit. Okay. Boom. Oh, shit. Okay. So 5s is almost taken off his feet by the hit from the huge tree, as unfortunately 5s takes 22 points of damage. Okay, cool, nice. It is Sepsis. You'll go.
Excellent. Gonna have a slightly sepsis-y go now, as I.
You are
first
grappled. Remember.
I know that I'm grappled. Are my hands free? Can I cast spells?
You can.
Excellent. So first, I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Darkness, centered on the very midpoint of this tree here.
Okay.
Sorry, just marking off my sorcery points. So because I used sorcery points to cast it, I can still see through the darkness. And then I will use one of those misty steps that I sometimes do.
So you can use Misty Step, alright.
Yep. And
Where would you like to appear?
Well, at the extreme edge of the darkness behind the tree.
Okay. And what's the radius on darkness?
That is a good question. I will answer now. 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. All is possible to see through. He is around the tree. You go there.
Sorry, Bri. I just want to clarify about darkness. You can cast it on an object like light.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm casting it on a rock.
Yeah,
and,
under the tree's feet, for example.
Almost.
Okay.
I'm casting it on a rock, which will be held by Worm,
Okay.
who will remain invisible.
Cool. Okay. Right.
And I'm mentally telling Worm to just move with this tree wherever it goes.
Move with the tree. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
This is where we find out the trees have blind sight. It's just like, this is like a standard sepsis move, so I kind of have to
That's fine.
play it the way I play it.
Is that the end of your go?
Sadly.
Okay, cool. Again,
Sadly.
I'm going to rush around this tree. Get himself in a much more advantageous position. And is going to attempt something. When D&D Beyond. We love you, D&D Beyond. There we go. Just gonna strike you. There we go. Okay, so attacks. Ooh. It's a 12 with advantage. That misses. The second strike is cocked. That is a 16, so that hits. And that is going to be, there we go. Okay, so as you see Benkin rush around behind, waving his flaming sunblade. You do see it react horrifically as it kind of turns away from Dice, and you can see a burnt score gone straight across, almost chopped into the wood, and you can almost see Benkin through the slice that he's made in the side of the tree. And Benkin is going to stay there for that part. Okay, Dice.
Hello. Which one's in darkness? Which tree?
It is the one that was over by Sepsis, not the one, not the two near you.
Fine, okay. I'm just going to attempt to hit the one in front of me twice again with my lightning gauntlets. Lightning launcher.
Excellent. Okay, go for it.
First roll is going to be 23.
It is a ranged weapon, yes?
Yes, am I in base contact now?
You are.
Oh, fuck it, then I'll shoot the other one.
The one by 5s?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
So 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 6 damage, but I'm going to add another d6 lightning damage, so 10 damage.
Okay, 10, yeah? Okay, cool.
A second attack. This one I rolled an 18 on.
You rolled
18.
18.
Yes.
Okay, 18 hits. Well done.
I didn't roll 80. And that is also 10 damage because I rolled a 6.
Again, it's just striking it. You can't really see that much damage being done to it. It's blasting off little bits of bark. But for the most part, it is still moving exactly as it was before. Oriana.
She's not there.
She's just feeding Ramin.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, the rat was looking for food. Chromatic orb.
Cool. Lightning damage, yeah?
No.
Okay.
$24 to hit? No,
24
22
definitely
to hit.
hits. So, yeah, it definitely hits. Roll damage.
If I'm rolling the right amount of dice. Yeah. $11 points of damage.
So 22 points of fire damage to the tree.
Yeah.
Cool. It is looking messed up.
Cool.
You can
I'm out
see
of food
now
left
that-
spells now.
Over half of it is currently on fire.
Nice.
The fire does seem to begin to spread as well. Any remaining foliage the tree had on it is just falling and turning to ash as it does. And you hear a creak that is so high-pitched, it's like a scream. Is that the end of your go?
It is.
Cool, okay. It is going to take its go. Sensing that it is in incredible danger from you, as opposed to Dice, it's going to turn. It's going to turn and make 3 strikes against you instead.
Disadvantage on the first one.
For protection, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, first hit is going to be a 16.
To me.
Yeah.
It hits.
Okay, second hit is going to be a 10.
Misses.
Something missed you with a physical attack.
Yeah. You're all right.
And the third is going to... Oh! An 8.
Miss. It's just the one.
So only the first one hits. Have you got your fire damage dice ready? Because you are reading
My
play
D4,
right now.
yeah.
Okay. So Oriana, you take 10 points of slashing damage and 6 points of acid damage.
Cool. You take 4, so 8 fire damage.
Okay. 8 fire damage.
I also cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, cool.
If I can find it again.
Use your action. Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, so it's a dex save.
Mm-hmm. Dex save.
Yeah.
They're very wise, not very dexterous. Natural 20.
So a bit dexterous then.
They still take half damage.
It was plus 0. Just putting that out there. Their dex save is plus 0.
I'm missing a D10.
What's
Just
the
one
making
more.
it?
When others of you keep misplacing your dice, please remember that D&D Beyond has a dice roller, not a sponsor.
Definitely not a sponsor.
Why are you advertising them?
Because I love them.
It's 16, so whatever half that is.
16. What's the damage done by Hellish Rebuke?
That is the damage by Hellish
No,
Rebuke.
but what type of damage is done by Hellish
Oh, fire.
Rebuke? So it's 16.
Oh, so 6 less 2. Ah! So your save was not really worth anything.
Cool. So again, it very quickly realizes its mistake in attacking you and starts to writhe
Catch me.
and scream. It is still, however, standing.
Still standing.
The next one is going to pick a random direction. Go. Okay, it is going to attempt to move forwards.
Good shout.
Okay.
Everyone's in
Over.
darkness now.
However, because Worm can't move on the same turn, he walks
Fair
out
enough.
of the darkness.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 strikes against dice, the closest one.
I mean, when I told Worm to move with him, would he have not prepared a reaction to move with him?
If that's his only action.
Does your familiar act on your turn?
No, he should roll, like, rules as written, he should roll his own initiative. We've always had them act on
Okay.
our turns.
All right, okay. I'll have him, because let's say he held his movement and he goes with it. So it's a disadvantage hitting dice.
Well, yes, but also no. Because dice is in the darkness now. So it's a disadvantage because it can't see dice, but advantage because dice can't see. So
A disadvantage because of...
it would be a
Please.
disadvantage because it's blinded, but it would also be an advantage because dice is blinded.
Straight roll. Okay, that is going to be a... the first hit is a 24.
Shield. No, it would make it my armor class. Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Okay. Second hit misses.
Okay.
And the third also misses. So the first hit. Oh, dice. You take 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
You can feel now the acid seeping down the inside of your armor. It is starting to become very uncomfortable and burny. Okay.
That sounds right.
Fires is going to take his go. Is going to drop the sword, pop the arm blades out of his arms, and make 3 swings against the tree. So the first one hits, second one doesn't, third one misses as well. So, go. 5s. He's going to go. Another 8 points of damage from 5s. And it is now Ace's go.
Okay. Ace doesn't really have very much to do other than...
And also Ace is in darkness.
Yes, other than attack. So I guess Ace would move towards the tree that they know is there.
The one closer to the water or the one that 5 is attacking?
The one closer to the water. Well, would they be able to move closer to the one closest to the water and still be in base contact with at least Dice or Ori?
Either Dice or Ori, not both.
Probably would choose Ori. So yeah, move to the one closer to the water.
Still in base contact with Ori, but is now actually outside of the darkness.
Yeah, and the tree is like half in, half out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can the tree see? Where's its face? Where are his eyes?
At the front, attacking Oriana and Dice.
So I'm guessing the tree can't see.
Give me a second.
Bray goes and Googles where are trees' eyes.
I was going to say, how do you search that?
Well, no, we've all seen Snow White. It's that weird face at the front of the tree. That's where its eyes are. Yeah, it's in darkness.
I would have gone for an Ocarina of Time reference there personally.
I was thinking Pocahontas.
The Deku tree. The Deku tree.
Are you accusing me of showing my age?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have it, yes.
You asked. Okay, cool. So it's in darkness, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So attacks at advantage then.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 26 to hit. No, 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
D8. 4.
4 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damage.
Rolled a 1 on the damage dice.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I just rolled 2 5s for the second attack, so it's
Which
11.
is a 11. 11 unfortunately misses. The armor class is 14.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I'm guessing it doesn't miss because it's a tree, but like, fails to penetrate the bark or whatever.
Exactly. It just glances off the side. Unfortunately, Ace managed to hit it with the
Flat of the blade.
flat of the blade.
The edge is the part of a sword you're traditionally trying to hit things with.
Know what I said. Is that the end of Ace's go?
That's all they can do, yeah.
Okay. So. There we go. And the one attacking 5s then is going to make another 3 swipes against Ace.
Oh, sorry, actually, I suppose Ace could try and shove the tree.
Filter.
Okay.
So, as a bonus action, they could try and shove.
Read out shield shove for me.
Shield shove, it's just if you take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield.
Okay. It's an opposed strength.
Yeah, correct. It's basically like a grapple.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. So
the tree rolled a 21.
Okay, well, let's see.
Good job, tree.
23.
Oh, nice. Okay, so how far is it shoved?
Well, when you shove, you can... sorry, I'm just reading shove. You can attempt to knock it prone or push it away from you. So, I'd like it to be knocked prone.
It is unfortunately immune to being knocked prone.
In that case, it's shoved 5 feet.
Okay, cool. Because of the way that its roots splay out on the floor, it's immune to being prone. Also, it's on the tree. So shoved 5 feet away. Cool. Okay, so is that the end of Ace's go?
Yes.
All right. So, the one that was attacking. There we go. 5. That's it. Natural 1. Okay, so. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so Fives takes 23 points of damage. Fives is looking hurt.
If you kill Fives again and I have to repair him again, I'm going to be really unhappy.
It is now Sepsis's go. Sepsis is your go, sorry.
Sorry, the dog's being a bit active. Yes, okay, I would... so are we saying that Worm acts on my turn, or no?
Yeah, we're max on your turn.
Okay, cool. So I would first like Worm to move back a little bit, so the rest of the party isn't in darkness, but keep the tree in darkness.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Only one of the trees can be kept in darkness, though.
Yeah, it's the tree that attacked Sepsis that we're concerned about here.
Cool, no worries.
And then I would like to. I will do a 3rd level Chaos Bolt. So this is going to be rolling with advantage because it's blinded and Sepsis can see it.
And you see through darkness.
Yes, I can see through darkness provided I used sorcery points to cast it.
So, yes, no, I remember. Yes, sorry.
So I'm also going to move a little bit to my left, I guess, so that I can actually see, because I think at the moment it's obscured by the...
You are currently obscured by the darkness from the tree. That way, you can now see everything.
Thank you. Here we go with that roll.
Chaos Bolt.
Yes, 3rd level. That is, I mean, it's 100% definitely a hit.
Okay.
Loads. It's just loads.
Go for it.
So that is 2d8 and 3d6.
What type of damage is it?
Well, you'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to choose with the dice now.
Yes.
I love Chaos Bolt.
1 and 8.
Such a good spell for a low-level sorcerer to have.
Shit. I guess thunder is the answer.
Thunder damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is 1, 9, 10, 15, 17 damage. Yeah, 17 damage.
Okay.
And I will use 2 sorcery points to quicken an Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
So that's first shot with advantage. Fucking hell, that's 12.
12 just
yeah.
misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The Eldritch Blast sails over its head.
And that's a 16.
16 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
D10 and that is 9 damage, please.
9.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Benkin is going to take another swing at... it's a natural 20. So... there we are. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 22 plus... Okay. Benkin's first swing finishes the cut that he made originally in its side. And the tree, with an almighty crash, topples, leaving a acidically smoking stump just resting there on the floor in front of you.
Right, just a quick question.
Yeah,
What's Loki doing? Anything?
watching.
Cool.
Um,
That's what I figured.
Benkin is then going to 2, 3, 4, rush around the one behind the one he can see and attempt his second swing.
Kill it! Kill all the trees.
Sorry. That's going to be 23 to hit. So
Why?
it's going to be 15 points of damage to that one. Awesome. Okay. Dice.
Hello. Okay, as it's ranged and there's one right next to me. Am I in darkness now, no?
No, you're just outside.
Yeah, he is.
Which one is in darkness?
The one,
The one right next to you. There is a large ball of darkness behind you.
Okay, there may or may not be a tree there, that's fine. I'm going to shoot the one that Benkin stood behind.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm going to try and hit it twice. Let's see. So, first attack is going to be 60. to hit.
16 hits, roll for damage.
Okay, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And the next one's a nat 1 for a total of 8.
So the first one hits, unfortunately. The second one, the bolt of lightning just sailed straight past. It was a natural 1.
Yes.
Okay. Roll again a d20 and tell me the score with the modifier for the gauntlet.
With the modifier,
Mm-hmm.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. It glances off 5's shoulder, but does not actually cause him any harm.
Sorry, 5, sorry.
Okay.
I think my friends look particularly screwed up. Or are they all okay?
Your friends are looking pretty okay, apart from 5's, who's looking hurt now.
I don't think I can fix 5. Not without spending time on him. No, that's fine. Okay.
And Oriana.
Right, I'm starting to run out of spell slots. Out of first level. See, one of the trees has disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've been dealing with the dog.
Killed that one.
Let's go with chromatic orb.
What so? Chromatic orb? Go for it.
Yeah, on which one's looking the worst?
As you look around then, make a perception check for me. In fact, don't make a perception check for me. You can only see one of them. The other one is in a ball of darkness.
I'm gonna hit the one I can see.
Okay. Hit the one you can see then.
It's a 27.
Yeah, 27 hits, drop down.
That's 22, so 44.
44 points of damage. Okay. There you go. And you are still, in fact, wreathed in flame.
Mm-hmm.
It is looking fucked up.
Good.
As a reminder for any new viewers, there are 3 stages in which I describe how damaged an enemy is to give them a heads up. There is hurt, which is about 50%, messed up, which is about 75, and fucked up, they're on the verge of dying. Is that the end of your go, Oriana?
Can I use sorcery points as a bonus action?
You can use sorcery points at any point to turn one of your spells into a bonus action. You've got quickening spell, haven't you?
If you mean can you use sorcery points to convert into spell slots, you can use them as a bonus action, yes.
Yeah.
But I can't use that spell slot now, can I then, to cast
No.
a spell? No. Yeah, I'm just going to burn off some sorcery points to get a spell slot back.
Okay. Bloody sorcerers.
But yeah, other than that, my turn's over.
Okay. Cool. And it is now. Well, he's dead. Okay, so it's the one in darkness. He is going to turn into the darkness and attempt to strike the thing that he now thinks is moving the darkness with him.
It is invisible and tiny.
Mm-hmm. So it is a definite disadvantage.
Okay.
3 times.
How would he know? Here's a question. How is he picking where he thinks it is?
That's why it's disadvantage.
No, you're like if you make an attack against something that you know where it is and you can't see it, that's disadvantage. You have to like
He's literally flailing.
yeah.
Disadvantage.
Just, what,
all right.
like all around him? That's not just disadvantage, is it?
Disadvantage, and Worm gets an increased armor class.
I don't know about this. This seems sketchy to me. Carry on. You're the DM.
Okay, that's a 9. It misses.
It do.
DMs never do sketchy shit. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's a 10. So it misses.
Yeah.
And that's an 8. So it misses.
Okay.
No.
Sure. Like. I've seen somewhere about like having to roll to even or having to say where you're attacking, but I haven't actually said where Worm is, so it would be challenging.
So he's just
But it's
flailing, literally flailing. Okay, 5's just going to take his go. God, he's crap. Miss, and
Not crap. He's having a bad day.
missed every single time with his arm blades. So Ace.
Yeah, Ace will move up to the monster they can see, hopefully flanking with Benkin and attack it twice.
Cool.
Are they able to get into a flanking position there?
With 5s and Benkin there,
Yeah.
it's as long as it's touching. Ace has advantage, so it's fine. Go for it.
Okay, so that one's an 18.
18. Okay, hits.
6 damage.
Excellent. Okay.
And that one is 15.
15 hits, just. Roll for damage.
That one is 10 damage.
Excellent. Okay. The 2 heavy strikes from Ace come in and start chopping chunks out of the wood. Unfortunately, while it still looks fucked up, it is still standing.
Better than it's ever been.
It swings then on Ace as the last person who did any damage to it and makes 3 strikes. Yeah, that's it. So 11, that misses. That's a natural 1. And a natural 20. Okay, so Ace ducks out of the way of 2 of them, but the 3rd claw strike rakes across her face, or their face, and does 10 points of slashing damage to Ace.
Okay. I mean, I can't mark this down.
Yeah, 10 points of slashing damage to Ace, and 12 points of acid damage.
Oof.
Oh, hang on. It's a natural 20.
Oof.
20 points of slashing damage. And
Did you not add it to the... Is it not D something plus something then?
Sorry, hang on.
You just doubled the 10.
14. Yes, sorry. So 14. So 17 points of slashing damage.
Better.
That's better than 20.
Yeah. And 24 points of acid damage.
Oof.
Ace has 5 hit points left.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay. It is now Sepsis go.
Okay, Sepsis will convert 5 sorcery points into a 3rd level spell slot
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll use that 3rd level spell slot to cast Chaos Bolt again.
Roll to hit.
I will. Same tree in darkness, so... Oh, God. 13.
Chaos Bolt glances off the bark. It just misses.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Is that the end of Sepsis go?
Yeah. Bonus action and action.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, I just pulled up a thing. When you attack a target you can't see, you have a disadvantage on the attack roll. This is true whether you're guessing the target's location or you're targeting a creature you can hear but not see. If the target isn't in the location you targeted, you automatically miss, right?
You got to pick a location first. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so that's sort of where it comes in. That's what I knew I'd seen something about it. I just wanted to say I wasn't being a total dick, and I have seen something.
That's fine. That's fine. I've never once in my life accused you of being a rules liar.
I mean, I am totally. Yeah.
I left it up to Charlie every time.
That's true.
Okay.
You didn't usually have to wait long.
No. So Benkin is going to make 2 slashes. That's a hit. That's also a hit. So, there we go. That sucks. 16 points of damage on the first one. 13 points of damage on the second one. Okay. And that's on. Oh, okay. Again, Benkin, with his sword, cleaves 2 deep gouges inside the tree, and it very slowly starts to fall. You can almost hear Benkin whispering timber as it goes. It is now Dice's go.
Hello. Okay. I mean, I've got disadvantage anyway because this guy's in darkness, so it doesn't matter if I move away or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just be taking an attack of opportunity if I did. So that's stupid. So I'm going to attempt to hit him twice with my lightning launcher.
Go for it.
No, that's D10. There it is. First one is going to be 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, let's use a different D6. Oh, good, thank you. So 13 damage on the first hit.
13 damage.
Yeah, the next one is 11 to hit.
11.
Yeah.
11. Unfortunately, the first one, as every turn you've done so far actually, hits. The second one glances off and misses.
Yeah, that sounds right. And that's it. I'm not going to do anything else.
Ori?
So is there just one left now, or?
There is, as far as you can tell, and it's in the darkness.
Okay, I just need to double check something. Careful, to cast something careful, it's 1, right? 1 sorcery point. Yes. I don't think I'm going to need that. Just in case. Because it's not... Yeah. I know I'm going to have to cast this at disadvantage, but I do know roughly where the other tree is, don't I? Because I would have seen it before darkness was cast on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do Aganthus, or whatever his name is. Scorcher.
I can answer.
Aganthus Scorcher.
I'll remember it one day.
Okay.
Maybe.
And because I can't see what state it's in, I'm going to do it at 4th level.
Okay.
So I need a dexterity save.
Okay. So you're going to need a dexterity save then from... Because she's been nudged out of the square by the tree. I need a dex save from dice as well. Or are you using careful? So
I'm
dice
using careful.
Okay, so dice automatically succeeds. That's fine. Dex save plus 0 is going to be an 8. So definitely fails.
Cool.
Damage on a 4th level Agonizer Slaughter.
But then gets doubled.
Mm-hmm. It's 5d8. That's really it. Shit.
That's 19, so doubled.
Okay. Cool.
Whatever double 19 is.
So 38 points of damage. It is now looking somewhere between messed up and fucked up. Is that the end of your go?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to do a wild magic search?
I would love you to do a wild magic
Because
search.
you've missed a couple.
I've missed one.
It's fine.
Okay. Cool. It is now, unfortunately, then their turn. So they're going to rush back towards where the fire came from.
Gosh.
And make 3 swings to the front and to the side. A disadvantage on them all. They're striking these dice. Misses. Strikes me, Oriana. Misses. This is higher than 10 now, right?
What's your AC?
Your AC is higher than 10, Oriana.
Yes, it's 12.
And
We
then one,
reached the dizzying heights of
Spellcaster!
sepsis.
one strike against 5. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. It's not a natural 20 because it's a disadvantage, but it does hit 5. 5s takes 9 points slashing damage. No. 9 points of slashing damage. 4 points of acid damage. 5s is down.
Oof.
Okay.
That's a big oof.
Okay. So, still in darkness, but unfortunately, if Worm has moved, everyone else is as well. 5s is down. Ace.
Ace, I take it Ace isn't in darkness. There's no
Ace is
reason-
not in darkness yet, no.
Yeah. Okay. So, would they still be able to flank with Benkin?
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Oh, actually, that's probably it. Doesn't matter.
Gone.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
That was dead.
That being the case, fuck. Guys, it's not my character, so I need quorum on this one.
What's the issue?
I feel like Ace would. So obviously Ace has lay on hands, so they can heal, and they have 5 hit points, but also 5s is down. I think Ace, being Ace, would heal 5s, but the optimal move is to heal Ace because
like to
5s
think
is not character.
I'd like to think Ace would have enough sense to heal themselves, knowing that I will pick 5s up afterwards, because 5s is a machine.
Do you associate sense with Ace?
Sometimes.
Doesn't Ace have a healing ability where he has a pool and he can divide it?
That one.
Yeah, but they can only use it on one person in this turn.
I would say Ace would use it on themselves to keep themselves up, because they're sort of our shield.
Okay.
And Ace can't help if they're dead. That's M's comment.
Okay, good.
Because M's
Ace-
in the chat.
Yes, Ace will use 35 points of lay on hands to heal themselves.
Cool.
If you could apply that for me.
No problem.
And that's basically it. They can't do anything as a bonus action. And well, I guess they'll move up to stand beside Oriana.
They're going to move up to stand beside Oriana.
Yeah, like in the intersection of Oriana and Fives.
Okay, cool. That's fine. So you all are. Okay. So that's Ace's go. And it is now Sepsis's go.
Cool. Same as last time. We're going to drop 5 sorcery points.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be pleased to know I am nearly out of them now. To get a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And use that 3rd level spell slot to Chaos Bolt this tree.
Okay.
That's more like it. That is a 22.
22 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Right. I didn't. When I used thunder damage before, it didn't seem to be like resistant to it, did it?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. I was looking at what type of damage I can use. So that is. Oh no, I'll use force damage.
Force damage.
Yeah, I love force damage. It's my favorite. So it's 4, 12, 17, 21, 22 force damage.
22 points of force damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And as the Chaos Bolt leaves your hands and flies through the pool of darkness, the force of the blast just seems to seep into its core, and it explodes outwards, and everyone has to duck and shield themselves as splinters just fly everywhere, covered in burning black ichor. Fortunately, none of them actually touch any of your friends or party members. And as the dust and the splinters clear and settle, you can see, at least through the darkness, that all that is left is a broken stump.
Did I see Loki get free? Sorry.
Sorry.
And do you go Sepsis?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess we're out of combat now, so.
Okay.
I'll drop darkness and just say, "Hey guys, did you see that tree actually hit me? Something hit me."
AD, if you could take us back to, lose the battle map, please.
Seb says, as sympathetic as I normally am, there is currently acid inside my armor.
I wasn't. I mean, I am in a lot of pain, but I was more surprised.
Do you need healing?
I would love a nap. I think I'm gonna
fine.
just. And Zepsis lies down on the ground.
Okay, you're gonna nap there. Okay.
Take a nap.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, take a nap right here.
Nap right.
Night.
Is gonna go, oh shit, fights, and run over and start repairing them as best I can.
Is Loki still tied to the tree?
No, Ace freed them.
And I guess he ran away.
As you look, then, Oriana, you do see Loki just kind of languishing against the tree, arms folded, like checking his nails.
What?
You were all very handy in the fight. You all did very well.
Thank you.
Zepsis from face down on the floor says, "What's our reward? You promised a reward."
Well, I have a reward in mind for you all. What was Is there anything you would ask of me in particular?
I would like to be immortal.
Maybe one day, but not just yet.
Okay. I would like to be able to make my enemies' hearts explode within their chest by thinking about it.
Not your turn anymore.
Well, I didn't get anything the first time.
You have the gift I have given you. It will come to you in time. Perhaps sleep on it.
Okay, that was very much the plan.
Still face down on the ground.
So
Yep.
the rest of you, what do you
Ace-
wish of me, or
Ace is
No.
asking where Thor is.
Where's your
Yeah.
brother?
give me a moment. And he closes his eyes. The leaves on the floor, the grass starts to rustle, but none of you can feel any wind. And it picks up and starts to circle the tree. And you can see just from underneath the lids, there is a dark green glow appearing. And after a few seconds, his eyes snap open. He's doing what he normally does when he's bored and has nothing else to do,
And what's
which he is showing off. If he does not have anyone to plan for him, he tends to wander a lot. He needs direction. So I will give you a direction instead. He is in a country which would be familiar to Oriana in her dreams, testing his strength against others of our ilk. But you must warn him, he is in danger.
danger from who?
Fat grows the boastful cow before the sacrifice.
Ace, does this tie in with your dreams?
Ace is unsure. There's nothing in her dreams so far, though. In their dreams so far, though, they have seen a laughing, possibly drunk Thor in tests of strength.
Is he in danger from you, Loki?
Only during Ragnarok, but as you can see, that may be postponed indefinitely.
Well, this snake does appear to be dead. How am I doing on fixing fives, just as an aside?
Roll me a just roll me a tinkering check.
So that's intelligence plus proficiency
Yeah.
for me. Okay, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22. It takes you a moment, but you do see where the most severe damage on fives is. And it seems to be around not the control apparatus that was on their chest, but just underneath where the remnants of the soul is housed, now that the control crystal no longer generates his movement. It's something that you're going to need to do a proper fix on later, but after a bit of tinkering, Fives does start to move once more, and its faceless helm kind of turns to look at you, and you can see it nod at you from the floor in thanks, as it nods very slowly and then sits up. As it sits up, though, you can see that like some cogs in its just on its neck and throat area kind of fall out. And as it tries to speak, all that Fives can say is.
Okay, don't do that for now, and I'll gather up all the cogs and put them in my back. Okay, thank you. Carry on.
Yes, I've given you a gift already, though you do not know. However, I would not be myself unless I promised you greater riches. There is and you may have already worked this out, but there is a quite handy, powerful artifact in these caves. If you have it on you when you eventually meet my brother, it may go some way to increasing his favor.
Okay, we can look for that with you, Ace.
What is it?
You must find the hidden hoard, watched by the 1,000 eyes.
Huh.
Great.
Ace would know what it is, right, Rich? Yeah, because Ace knew about the hammer. You gave the hint.
Yeah, Ace knows about the hammer. However, Ace does not know where it is.
No, but Ace knows about the hammer.
So Ace responds with the hammer. Yeah, he does like his hammers. Personally, I think it's a bit of a overcompensation, if you know what I mean.
Ace definitely does not.
Ace blushes.
He always was one for swinging his tools around.
Yes, yes. What are you going to do now?
Well, you have not asked of anything of me yet, Oriana. What do you wish?
Hold up your end of the bargain and stop the poison from going into the water. That's all I want.
I can do this. However, they may return.
There's not a lot we can do about that, I don't think.
Did we establish who did this? It was people who looked like fives, wasn't it, and elves?
Yeah,
I
it was
believe
elves.
elves.
Is this what you think an elf looks like? And he spreads his arms, and he is immediately dressed as Ankane.
Thinking.
The face as well, or just the outfit?
There is, it's the outfit that you've seen Ankane wear for the amount of time you traveled with him through the caves, through the Underdark, but the face is completely covered by a black helm, slit at the eyes.
Thinking.
When did they come here?
Perhaps a month ago. It is, after 2,000 years, it is difficult to tell time down here.
Did you see the face of any of them?
Only the green ones and the floating eyes.
A month ago, Fives, did you come down here with Ankin a month ago?
A month ago is when we came down into the caves originally.
What, so he snuck off and came down here?
We were separated.
We were, but they've been following them.
They tracked them so far. They still had plenty of time to either come back and not be found, not be seen.
They did.
They had plenty of opportunity.
Say a month, give or take a week.
It'll take a week.
Can I do an insight check on Loki?
Yeah.
And try.
Probably not going to work.
Seps
Better
is
at doing the
face
line
down.
than the insight.
Seps is face down on the floor. Just goes. Time flies when you're having fun.
11.
11.
11.
Yeah, you believe every word he says.
Yeah.
I'm not even rolling.
No. I wouldn't bother.
I think Ace would like to roll a insight check as well.
Okay.
Not that their insight is anything to write home about. But...
It's give Ace advantage.
Okay. 18.
18. Ace believes him. There is no malice or lie in his words or his voice. Though he does seem, when he said he was uncertain about the amount of time had passed, Ace gets the feeling that a month is Loki's best guess. What would you ask for, Dice de Marilunas?
Nothing in particular. I don't want to owe you anything. Thank you.
I will put the word in for you with your tinkering, God.
Thanks. We got on okay. But,
My father, he preferred the dwarves. I always preferred the gnomes. They were much more fun.
Gnomes are more fun. I think that's something we can probably agree on.
Smaller fingers, more delicate work.
Just wanna have fun.
It sounded dirtier than I think you intended.
No, I intended. You said it how it was intended.
I don't know.
Does Hades still owe you a favor?
He owes me 3/4 of a favor.
That's very precise.
Well, there are 4 of you.
Only one of us follows him.
But he has helped all of you.
So what else could we do to get rid of the rest of the favor?
I will look for the followers of Hades and collect from them.
Oh, there's other... I get what you mean now. I'm not asking you.
It's been a long time since I've been on the surface, so unless there is anything else.
Yes, remove the poison from the tree.
Oh, it is done. You look up, the snake is gone. The funnel is nowhere to be seen. There's no dripping poison. The pipes are gone. The water is magical. It will very quickly clean itself.
Good.
Try not to wreak so much havoc.
I can only go so far against my nature before I go
That's why I said
insane.
not too much.
I won't sink any more civilizations into the water.
Thank you.
Good.
Although I'm not a massive fan of the elves, actually. Sorry, Benkin.
Setting yourself such a high bar.
Yeah, try not to.
Maybe look for Odin.
I'm sure he already knows I'm free.
Yeah, I hope Odin.
If he remembers.
Anyone know what day of the week it is?
The wrong day. It is my brother's day.
You might be okay.
I will say this. It has noticed you. This thing you are running from, and this thing you are fighting.
We're not running from anything. Well, except the elves in general. Are we?
Stay hidden for a while. Or at least until you know what it is that is coming for you.
Something is actively coming for us?
No, nothing is coming for you.
Nothing is coming for us. That's a clue, right?
And he smiles and disappears in a flash of green energy.
You know, he was surprisingly helpful-ish.
I didn't like him.
I know, Sepsis. How badly injured are you?
I could really use a lie down.
Okay, I'm going to drop my last spell slot Cure Wounds into Sepsis.
No. Just do a short rest.
It won't help me, and I need a long rest, so...
I need a long rest. We need to protect this place somehow.
Have 10 hit points.
Thanks.
Oh, you're coming.
They come back, we're just going to end up with the same problem all over again.
There isn't a snake.
They can't re-poison the tree. And, more importantly, we know that it was Ankane and his little band of travelers. Benkin, what are your thoughts on this?
We don't know for sure if it was Anne Kane or just somebody dressed in the same uniform as him.
Oh, come on. How many?
I know, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely convinced it was him, but...
As was Anne Kane, the god that we've apparently spoken to was quite a good mimic of his bearing, his arrogance.
Loki, good at mimicking. Who knew?
He is... I knew nothing about this place. However, I don't know about all of Anne Kane's interests. And I'm sorry that his actions are the actions of...
Don't apologize for him, but I need you to realize nothing he can do can gain forgiveness now.
He's killing
He's
humans.
killed innocent people, and not in a most cowardly way.
Also, Wretch, do I know what the floating eyeballs are?
We've seen the skull of one.
Roll me a nature or a arcana check.
Okay, give me a moment. That's a 19, and my arcana's really good. Yeah, that's going to be 26. If you let me roll arcana, I'm always good.
There are myths, legends of creatures not seen in millennia, at least in the surface world. Many of these myths are attributed to the Underdark being so vast and unexplored that when they disappeared from the world above, this is where they've apparently sought refuge. Floating eyeballs? The only thing you can think of is one of the strangest creatures you've ever heard of. A creature literally dreamed into existence by itself. You think from the skulls you've seen, you could be looking at dealing with a beholder.
Okay.
Powerful magical creature, and probably one you don't want to mess with, but also incredibly intelligent.
So from what I remember, and Dora, you're usually pretty good at stories, myths, and legends, I think the eyeballs could be the holders. The creatures with the googly, with the extra googly bits on the ends.
Do I know what she's on about?
Yeah, from your recollection, creatures with googly eyes was pretty much sums up your knowledge on the area.
Can I roll to see if I know more?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it nature?
Nature or arcana?
Well, they're both the same, so... 14.
14. Okay. You get a little bit, like you've seen pictures, which were very, very crude in the margins of some of the older books. They had anywhere from 3 extra eyes to 7, with one central eye. Sometimes there was a mouth. You can remember a little that they could cast spells from these eyes, but not much more than that.
Do you remember?
Yeah, big eye, sometimes extra eyes, sometimes a mouth, magic casters, big nasty things.
Very intelligent, not really something I want to fight, but it sounds like Venkain has allied with something. Venkain, you're a lot older than us, no offense. Would elves traditionally ally themselves with nasty creatures like that?
Our beholders are aberrations. The older they get, the more paranoid and insane they get. That paranoia comes in waves of either horrendous violence or plots to take over the known world. But one has not tried in a long time. We thought they all gone.
The beholders were with the Ganassi, not the elves.
The Gith.
The Gith.
No,
Not the elves.
that was the Illithid. The
They
Illithid,
were fighting the Gith.
they were fighting the Gith. The eyeballs were not with the Gith. They were with the elves. That's what Loki said. And
One of the Gith was petrified by a beholder.
I did.
Yeah, I thought those two were fighting on their own in a separate thing, and then the elves were a third separate group.
no, the elves came with the eyeballs. That's what Loki said. Rich, just to check. He said they came with the floating eyeballs.
Said they came at the same time.
Okay, so not necessarily with.
Because he mentioned the eyeballs being with the green people. And then when I questioned him further on it, he said, well, no, it was the big people and the elves.
I wonder if the Gith were
I think it might be three different groups.
arriving at the same time.
If the Gith were coming on behalf of the Ilsets to stop the poison in the tree and happened to get here, well, that means that the elves had already been here to poison it.
Unless they're not actually at the same time at all. Rich, you're looking
Yeah.
thoughtful.
I'm just taking in what you're saying.
Can beholders control people? Or illithids can control people? Thinking.
What I know about the Illithid, it is all about control. They are cerebral in nature. They have certain powers of command over weaker-minded individuals.
But they would have no reason to poison the fields. So they would have no reason to control, say, Ankane to come down and poison them. I'm just thinking, if Ankane shouldn't have had any reason to know where this garden is, the Illithids and the beholders may well have done. So perhaps one of those two groups...
Wasn't the
Told
Illithid
him.
farming area being affected as well?
Yeah, the
Why
Illithids...
would they tell the elves to do something that would affect their farming?
I don't think they would, but that's why I wondered if the beholders have the ability to control minds.
What,
It
to
does-
control Anakin? I don't think Ankane needed controlling.
It does bring into question, though, why we appear to have a much cruder version. I say we, I apologize. My kin have adopted a much cruder version of the control collar we found on the Gith, the servant of the Illithid.
There's something not quite... I'm not saying Ankane's innocent at all, but we have to consider that he could have been controlled to come here. I don't like the guy. I'd quite cheerfully put a sword through him. But
I think it's more someone has told him about this place.
maybe, but we need more information, right?
Perhaps the best person to ask might be the Queen or the Matron Mother herself.
I
She
think
knows.
that's a good idea.
She knows more about the garden than anyone. Surely they knew the Illithid were also using it.
They also need to protect this tree.
They will send the humans back when they are well enough, I'm sure.
I'm not sure that'll be enough against beholders and elves. Again, no offense.
What does the tree need to be protected from?
The snake's gone now, so there's nothing poisoning.
Good point.
And a great many of my brethren, even with 1,000 of these swords, would have a hard time cutting through that.
Good. The tree is necessary.
Right. For now, we just need to rest and then head back.
Is this a safe place to sleep?
Safe as any in this place. We could erect a shelter in the ruin of the house.
We have a pretty good tent.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we have a pretty good tent. I think maybe outside would be better. Just don't touch the tree in the night. Don't pee against it, okay? No one pee
Yeah.
against the tree.
Did anyone check out the portal?
Yes.
Oh, any chance of getting it working?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember the last one of these that we saw active, but I suspect that we're not willing to perform the necessary procedures to get one of these things working.
No.
Right.
I also think perhaps, from what I've seen, you may need contacts on the other side of them, just in order
seems
to
fair.
make it function at all. It's inert.
Can I have a quick look inside the ruined house?
Yeah.
I'm just going to have a quick look. I want to see if there's anything interesting. Ace is going to start setting up the tent because they usually do anyway.
Okay. So you look inside the house. There is a little bit of ruined furniture in there. Strange, as the house seems to have been in this state for about 1,000 years, the furniture doesn't seem to have degraded at all. It is, however, slightly broken. Cabinets, like the legs below them, have either been kicked off or just rocks have fallen and broken them, so they're tilted to one side. There is part of a roof, like an overhang. It's just a very simple one-story living room bedsit.
Okay, I'll leave it and go back out and carry on working on 5s to see if I can do a better repair job to get them speaking and fixed before I go to sleep.
It has been a day. You were rowing against a step for about 3 hours. So it's, as Oriana looks at their watch, you can tell it's around about time for maybe a long rest before you embark the next morning.
Frankly, I think we were going to have one no matter what.
Start setting up a fire and get some food going.
Yeah. I don't try and attempt to. I'm not going to hunt any rabbits.
Okay. You've got rations, it's fine.
Stupid rabbits.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before you all go to sleep?
I'm going to meditate / pray.
So Oriana's going to have a smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go get religious in a corner with some herbs.
Okay.
Ah.
Bong.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
He's Oriana.
So,
Ladies!
sepsis?
I don't really have much I want to.
You're gonna sleep off all of the injury and damage you've taken.
I did, like, this time I actually did take a fairly substantial chunk of damage. I was nearly at half health. That hasn't happened ever before.
I'm just saying.
I haven't been at half health since level 1.
So after your long travel and your fight, meeting a god, and thwarting the spawn of Yggdrasil, you find yourself slipping gently, all of you, eventually, into a comfortable rest and asleep. Ace, first of all. Ace stands in an arena in their dreams. The arena is surrounded by clouds. There is thunder and lightning everywhere. In front of them, an anvil. The anvil suddenly sprouts legs. 6 of them, starts to skitter towards them, growing with every step, getting larger and larger. In Ace's hands, her father's hammer, a simple smithing tool. But as they reach back and swing down, instead of just striking normally with the beautiful, perfect note that her father could make the anvil sing with, there is their father sing with. The anvil is struck. Lightning cracks, thunder crashes, and the anvil explodes. Ace sleeps, comfortable, filled with a new energy. Dice.
Hiya.
You stand in a workshop. Rows and rows and rows of armor stand out before you. Small, skin tight, huge, muscular, some with wings, others with clawed gauntlets. others on wheels, in a hunched position. You start thinking of ways to make a tank. But eventually, you come to a broken one. You hold your hand out, and with a flick of your wrist, the armor mends itself. It appears on your body as if by magic. And then suddenly it is magic. It glows with a divine light that you recognize from Ace and their divine strikes. And with that new protection and that new comfort, you sleep. Oriana.
Yes.
Everywhere is purple. There is a
Finally.
familiar smelling mist and smoke. There is a comfortable warm stone at your feet. And you walk. There is a singing. Suddenly the smell of spring on the air as it wafts towards you. And you find yourself in a small cave, the floor of which there is a beautifully cultivated garden. There is a hunched man, heavy black cloak, thin, emaciated, grey-blue skin, with fire for hair, tending the flowers and singing a happy song that you know, not the language, but the tune is a harvest song, an autumn song. Suddenly, though, you hear a bark split into three. You turn. There is a huge, monstrous hound at the door. It is barking at you, and its echoes seem to come from each one of its three slobbering mouths as it shouts at you. You feel yourself cock an eyebrow. A wave of energy spreads out from you. And suddenly the dog and cowers at your feet. You again feel filled with the energy that your friends are. And with that comfort, you sleep. Sepsis.
Bonsoir.
Buenos dias.
You find yourself in a city.
Mm-hmm.
It is teeming with life. Human, orc, elf. They are dressed very strangely. The women uncovered, most of them looking like ladies of the night. The men, no armor, no weapons to speak of. Huge buildings of glass. Lights where no flame comes. You hold out your hand. There are too many of them. They press on you. There are too many people. There can't be this many people in the world. And as you hold out your hand, the one you're pointing to falls sick, drops to the floor, coughing and spluttering in the street. Another comes over to them. You move your finger. It points at another. They fall, coughing and spluttering. Suddenly, everyone around you begins to fall, coughing and spluttering. And you see the sickly green glow emitting from your hand. And you close it. Everything goes dark. And you dream no more. And with that, if you would all refresh your character pages, and look under features and traits, right down to the bottom.
Hang on.
Ace, if Em is still watching,
Ooh.
Ace has Thor's patron gift. As a devotee of Thor, they have proven their wisdom and their allegiance to the Stormlord. Once on each of their turns, when they hit a creature with a weapon attack, they can deal an additional 1d6 lightning damage to the target. They can use this trait a number of times equal to their charisma modifier, minimum of once, and they regain all expended uses when they finish a long rest. Dice.
Yes.
You have Flandel Steelskins, patron gift. You have drawn the notice of the Forge God with your skill, or the gnome Forge God. You can cast Shield of Faith with this trait, requiring no material components. You can cast it a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. In addition, you now know the Mending cantrip, and intelligence is your special spell casting ability for those spells. Did you have Mending anyway, Dice?
No.
Cool. Now you do. Oriana. Hades' patron gift. As a devotee of your patron, you have the power over affliction. You can cast Ray of Sickness with this trait a number of times. Bum, 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 bum. It didn't. I've had to homebrew these. It didn't change the wording. Let me change the wording. You can cast Cause Fear a number of times equal to your... it changed the wording. I swear it said it changed the wording. Equal to your charisma modifier, not your wisdom. I will change it. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Charisma is your spellcasting ability, so you can cast Cause Fear. Okay. And then finally, Sepsis, patron's gift, the Undying. You actually have the power of Reflection. You can cast Ray of Sickness with this trait a number of times equal to your, and that is supposed to be intelligence modifier. Oh, sorry, that's no
charisma.
Yours is supposed to be charisma as well. Fucking stupid D&D Beyond. I love you.
I think it's worked it out correctly because it says 4 times.
Yeah, because have you ever made a homebrew feat?
Yeah,
You've got to do lots of,
it's just the text.
The text is wrong, but I will correct it. Obviously, charisma is your spellcasting modifier, and it is based on your charisma bonus. You get Ray of Sickness.
Thank you.
Freely casted 4 times a long rest, and everyone else gets those spells as well. So that is the gift of Loki. You have been set on the path of the gods.
Nice.
Okay.
You've got a god now, Sepsis.
Well, he had one anyway. It was just a patron.
Another god.
No, same one. Okay. That was our character. You don't know that. But yes, it is coming up on 11 o'clock. And thank you for joining us for episode 40 of the Chronicles of Nidum. Played by us, Dice of the Beholder, and streamed through the wonderful, amazingly accommodating Heavyweight Gaming. Again, I wanted to say, or just remind everyone who is watching and will watch for the rest of the week, Heavyweight Gaming has had a week off, a well-deserved one, after the amazing effort they put in on that 48-hour charity stream. But now, this week, we'll be completely back to normal. Streaming, I think, most evenings apart from Monday. Adi, if you want to correct me in the chat, feel free. But there are lots of different games. There are Superheroes, Pathfinder, D&D, a couple of games. And yeah, come along, join us, have a laugh, and support the channel. Also, if you can, support us. Pop over to Monday or Wednesday. Streamless. Thanks, Adi. Also, pop over to our YouTube channel. Bring your friends, drag them over, and help us please change the horrible URL. We are 27 people away. And check out our gaming on Dice of the Beholder if you fancy something completely different. We've got a few streams this week. It will be on Twitter. Go and follow us. All our information is actually on Dice of the Beholder. It's not on this one. But yeah, thank you, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed. But yeah, we love you all. Stay safe and take care.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.